So same way, they'd be warmed up, exercise, pre-tape spray, they're all shaven, heel and lace pads, put on our under wrap. So we'll do our stirrups, right? Or excuse me, we'll do our anchor. And those are anchors. So we're in neutral. We're still in neutral. We take our first stirrup. We start over here. We come underneath. But instead of pulling medial to lateral, we're going to put our stirrups on in neutral. Hold, hold, hold. And we pull in neutral. Now we come and do our ankle lock. Spiral behind. Come back up to where you start. Horizontal. Just like so. Here's our second stirrup. Hold, pull it up. Overlap it, a little bit different angle. Stay right there. Now we got a heel lock, ankle lock, whatever you want to call it, going the other direction. So now we're limiting medial lateral motion. I can come and put my next on my horizontal. So everything is the same so far, but I put the stirrups on in neutral instead of pulling medial to lateral. Very good. Third stirrup. Change the angle just a little bit. Put them on in neutral. We don't do a figure eight for eversion sprains. Anybody know why? Good test question. What's the purpose of the figure eight? Those of you that work in the ATC. Limits plantar flexion inversion. What do we want to do with an eversion taping? We want to limit eversion. So that doesn't work. If you wanted to put on another set of heel locks the same way without doing the figure, you could really easy, no problem. Lighter athletes, I don't think it's necessary. I know Warren likes a double set of heel locks, no problem. And we do our arch the porch the same. So the only difference with the eversion tape is no figure eight, and our stirrups are put on in neutral, pulling equally. Question about the inversion or the eversion taping? Okay. I got one more to show you. And then you can practice ankle tapings right out the gate on, sorry, Yohi, got a few more years on that time. Otter even. Jumpers taping. People need to jump. Ballerinas need toe point. Dancers need more motion. Long jumpers, high jumpers, pole vaulters, people that need motion. Maybe a cyclist, somebody who needs more plantar flexion. You know, you tape everybody the same, and that's what they used to do when I went to school 1,000 years ago. You know, it restricted the ankle too much. So we started to make some adjustments. As I said before, you're always adjusting protection for function. You give them more protection, they have less function. You give them less protection, they have more function. So, same way, spray, exercise, all of that. Heel and lace pads. So someone who has strength and enough healing to go into plantar flexion will do this taping. We'll start off neutral. You won't have any hair left when we get done by the end of the quarter. Go ahead. So we'll put on our tape, anchor, whatever it takes, 2, 3, 4, whatever it takes. Musculotendinous junction. We're in neutral. So we'll start medial ankle. Come underneath the heel. Grab the calcaneus. Just like the standard ankle. Come around, do your heel lock. Right? Okay. So far so good. No changes, right? Second stirrup. Second heel lock. Could you always, if you wanted, could you put on an extra heel lock to limit motion? Sure you could. Maybe just to one side if you really wanted to. But so everything's the same so far from the standard ankle. I'm going to come 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to begin a width below and finish a width above the malleolus. I bring it as far forward as the base of the fifth metatarsal. Okay. So now at this point, knees tight. Relax your ankles. And that's where I started. Now some people need more plantar flexion. Maybe because they're a dancer. No, I need more, Gary. When you just give me this basic taping, it's not enough. I still need more. But this is where I start. I just say keep your knee tight, relax your ankle, and I'll come over here, and instead of doing a figure 8, where my ankle's like this, I'll change the angle just a little bit. Come over here, and angle it back to the calcaneus, and come back up. And then that's my first. Then I angle it and make a little fan. I come back to the calcaneus. I don't pull hard. Less pull than on a stirrup. Much less pull. Again, fan it a little bit, overlap it, and then I'll cover it with my like so, and I've given them protection in a dorsiflex position where the ankle is more stable, but now I've let them plantar flex just a little bit so they have more function, so they could jump a D, let's say the difference between a lineman and a defensive back. I'll do my arch supports, I'll put a little cover there, and now he's got motion. You can do this as opposed to before he didn't have as much freedom, and he also has protection from an inversion sprain when he has to jump or he wants to get more plantar flexion because he goes up on toe point or whatever it is, function is cheerlead or whatever it is, it needs more plantar flexion. Those are the 3 ankle tapings. You can see it again. We have it on video as well. And that's what we'll do first thing on Thursday. Yes.
So that takes off the jumpers one?
That's a jumpers one.
Yeah, what are those things called that you
I call them figure 6s.
Okay, and then how many of those do you do?
Maybe 3, but it just kind of depends. Maybe a bigger ankle, you might do a few more. Smaller ankle, maybe you just do 2. Kind of just depends, you know. One of those little tiny ballerinas, maybe 2 would do it. Just kind of depends. A-okay.
Mark, can
Question.
you send me that video right now?
Okay. So you guys now
My
have
phone just ran